Hello, hello, and welcome back to our predictable income system for online coaches and healers, our live episodes. And if you haven't registered for the summit, what are you waiting for? All you have to do is just click the link and register, and you'll start receiving the interviews into your inbox. And don't feel like, okay, you are in the 12th day. How am I going to watch the prior episodes? There is another chance for you to watch it, but you, in order to find out, you got to register. So we are welcoming you to this beautiful live episode, and I'm super excited for every expert who is joining the panel. I just can't be more grateful for everyone, because look at that, they did not just record the interviews with me, and they are actually willing to show up for you, and we have these beautiful conversations, because who knows, maybe one conversation is going to put you on a completely different path. So welcome, and I'm just going to introduce each person on the platform with me today, and I'll start with Melinda because she's next to me. Hello, Melinda, it's great to have you again.
Hi, Arena. This has been such an awesome experience. Thank you for doing this. My name is Melinda Jacobs. I'm a
Absolutely.
transformation guide, and I work with people helping them move through the difficult times of their past, help them develop and create new belief systems that are actually supportive of businesses, of healthy relationships, of great health. And a lot of the work that I do is through processes with
Beautiful.
hypnotherapy.
Yay, love it. Thank you so much, Melinda. All right, I have Jenifer Sifert next. Jenifer.
Hi, and it is so good to be on here with the other speakers because we get to know each other. We get to know each other even more. I'm Jenifer Sifert. I'm a financial leadership guide. I'm also a shamanic practitioner, and I have a CPA, Chartered Professional Accounting designation behind my name. But I really love to help entrepreneurs get current, be present with your numbers, with your business realities, so that you can have the success that you're dreaming about, so you can create the financial freedom, you can create that legacy and impact that you know your mission is here to do, and also create lifestyle the lifestyle that you want to have. Get your business working for you.
Love that. Thank you, Jennifer. And next we have Dr. Heather Tucker.
All
Hello,
right.
dear.
Hello. Aloha, everyone. So happy to be here with you today. I am Dr. Heather Tucker, and I specialize in business and life harmony success. So I work with entrepreneurs who want to increase their business and life harmony success, because it really is two sides of the same coin. We never want to get so busy making a living that we forget to make a life. And it is possible to work smarter, stress less, strengthen our relationships, and lead with much more energy, ease, and momentum, so that we can naturally increase our calm, our confidence, and our client flow. And the cool thing about it is it has nothing to do with, everyone else. It's really about stepping into the amazingness and the uniqueness that you are and your greatness, owning your knowledge, skills, abilities, values, experiences, fully believing in yourself, right? And then it actually allows for more prosperity powered by partnerships and working together. So therefore you can see and appreciate all the beautiful light in other people, which is why we have this amazing collaboration today. So thanks,
Yay.
everyone.
So beautiful, and welcome. It's great to have you with us.
Likewise.
All right, and we are having Marissa with us. Marissa, welcome, and just introduce yourself and say what you are doing, what amazing things you are doing in this world.
Thank you so much, Irina. I am so honored to be part of this and to be in the room with such amazing women. It's just absolutely inspiring. I am a voice reclamation specialist. What the heck is that, right? It means that I work with women who are successful. They have wonderful careers. They might be successful entrepreneurs. They're leaders. They know how to speak, but in some areas of their life, they are still living on half volume. It could be that they're softening their words, putting the I just wanted to say in the conversation, right? Or apologizing when there's really no apology needed. It often comes up in our relationship with money. And I work with women to help them trace back the origins of those patterns because they are inherited so that we can heal those generational wounds. They can speak from rooted authority, act from rooted authority, and create a freer, more abundant life for themselves and for the women coming after them.
That's so beautiful. And yes, I love like everybody has a beautiful mission in this world. So we are here for the service of others. And obviously, we are going to talk more about predictable income system for online coaches and healers because that summit was created for them. But it doesn't mean that you, if you are the business owner and if you are in online space, that it's not for you. If you are just watching it, it is for you. And I just wanted to start this conversation over with the question. A lot of times, the business owners, the online coaches, and healers feel like they have to do more. But what if it's just receiving more support? What if the question is regarding how about receiving more support? Because a lot of times we were taught that we can figure everything out ourselves, that we can carry the responsibilities, that we can solve the problems alone, that we can actually push it through. But what if your business is going to be more successful when you are having the support, when you are having the guidance, when you are having the community, where you are having the collaborations like we are doing right now? What if you are having more accountability? So, what if support isn't a luxury? What if it's one of the key to predictable income? And that's exactly where I wanted to open this conversation because nobody creates success alone. And if we start looking at the successful entrepreneurs, behind the scenes, there are often mentors, coaches, communities, collaborators, supporters, because success may have one name attached to that, but many people contribute to that journey. So let's talk a little bit about how that support helps everyone to move faster, right? Instead of staying in confusion or trial for the months or years just passing by and we are not tapping to what we want, how we can actually, with support, create something more magical. All right, Marissa, I would start
Yeah,
from you.
thank you. I love that you're starting with this question because when it comes to tracing inconsistency back through the matriarchal line, we see some really common patterns in women. We see that oftentimes there is a deep reluctance to receive money, recognition, space, right? There's almost a sense of guilt that we shouldn't take, we should be in service, we shouldn't be receiving these things, we should be spending ourselves for other people. And in the business world, whether we are working as employed for someone or whether we are entrepreneurs, this can often look like discomfort with being successful, undercharging, over delivering, apologizing for rates, all of these things. So when we're able to address these patterns and be the pattern breakers in our line, here are some of the magical things, right? Yes, bring it on in. Here are some of the magical things that happen when we can break those patterns. Number one, we become more visible, we become more affluent, and we are able to pass that on to the women around us. One of the most beautiful things about women is that when we receive, it never stays just with us. There is a beautiful ripple effect, right? And you can just look in this virtual room to see the power of community. So when women are able to break that pattern and become visible and allow themselves not the luxury, but the birthright to receive, what we see is the transformation of not only their own income and their own livelihood, their own capacity for joy and abundance, but the upliftment of everyone around them.
Beautiful. I love that. Great point. Thank you so much, Marissa. Melinda, how about you? What's your take on that support?
Oh, So a lot of the work that I do is with people who have experienced really difficult pasts, a lot of neglect, a lot of abuse. And even though they may have addressed some of that early on in childhood or even into their young adulthood, what I see is a deep mistrust of support. And so I help people through processes of hypnosis to go into that unconscious material, into the data that's being held by cellular memory, that's telling the person people are unreliable. You can't trust people. They're out to cheat you. Nobody's going to support you. Nobody came then, so nobody's going to come now. We have an entire belief system built upon what happened in the past, and it is the driving force. Carl Jung says, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will drive you and you'll call it fate. And so to me, the ability to dig into those old beliefs and those old patterns and those old experiences, do some deep clearing, which is just a short little time with me, oftentimes gets people up and running. But then to be able to establish a new experience of calling in support. I remember the first time I invested, and it was an investment in a women's coaching group for entrepreneurs. I dropped more money than I probably made in 3 months. But something in me said, trust, just trust the process. And it bumped me into every limiting belief, every fear that I had, but it helped me break through them. Because having that support, having that consistency, having the wisdom and the people holding my hands, it's like, here's how you market. Here's how you sell. Here's how you structure your days for more success. And I count them all. I think in that program, there were 7 specialty coaches. So I was getting coached on relationships, marketing, sales, brilliance as far as my presence, how I show up, speaking, I mean, the whole thing. And so I just really want to tell people, if there's a big fear about stepping in and asking for help, there's probably some unconscious work, some deeper work that needs to be done. Let's open that up so that you can start calling in the right and perfect people who are going to launch you. Irina, I think what you said was so potent. We don't get successful on our own. And that's not how that happens. And so, yeah, this ability to really recognize our own inner limitations, move through them, and begin to say yes, please, and thank you, and yes. It's a big.
I love that. I just wanted to add something downloaded from my mentor a long time ago. She was always telling me, be that client that you want to serve. Be that client that you want to serve, meaning that you are investing in yourself. And if you are afraid to invest in yourself, you would never call in the people who are going to invest in your programs. So this is really that cycle of giving and receiving. If you are not by example in your actions, if you teaching others, but you are not actually taking that, advice for yourself, you would not tap to the clients who are ready to pay you and to pay you exactly what you desire to have your rates. So this is something that, truly stick with me. So I'm that client all the time because I'm constantly investing in myself. And this is my invitation to everybody to do that. Thank you so much, Melinda. Dr. Heather Tucker. Heather.
Oh, what an amazing conversation on so far. So repeat the question. It's what is the benefit and the value of support to achieve
exactly? Yes. Why do we want to have the support?
It is not a thing where it's like an optional thing. I need people to know this is not success or support is not optional. It is a necessity. It is required. It is essential. That's one of the reasons why I'm not really a full fan of that term solopreneur, because like solopreneur is like it's only me, right? But when there really is this prosperity powered by partnership, and your business isn't necessarily just you at all anyway. Like if you were given this idea, I'm sure that it was a divine spark that came from above, like I should start a business. Okay, cool. Instantly you have support by the universe saying, I'm called to be able to do this. So owning that support, receiving that support. And I love what the two previous ladies said, because it really is about winning that inner world, going into the depths and getting clarity on what is at the unconscious level. Because the consciously, your conscious mind and heart, they are the thing that, may set the goal, but it's your unconscious mind, heart, body, and energy that's going to absolutely get the goal and make it more achievable right on time, even sooner. So it really is recognizing that, oh my goodness, you're already supported. A lot of those past heart wounds of, and they can create and plague the mind the most on not trusting people. It's not safe to trust people. But when there's like a clarity of knowing who you are, then you can be able to have that effective decision making and discernment and be intentional with who is the right support system for you. One of the things also I think that is important is to recognize that having that wisdom of going to the right support is super essential too, because you want to make sure that you're not overloaded by other people's perceptions and thoughts and energies, but you're really clear on your thoughts and energies and what's going on and how that other energy supports, even creates a greater support for you. Does that even make sense, what I just said?
It does.
So it is this co-creation, and we're human beings, not human doings, right? We're not called to do all the pieces. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of us had to learn that sometime on the journey. Okay, cool. And then when there's another level, then there's going to be new challenges, and maybe you need to upgrade your support. It is a beautiful thing, because the more support that you have, the easier it is to be able to give in the intention of the ways that you're supposed to. This beautiful ebb and flow of giving and receiving. And that's what we're talking about here. And just like the income should be predictable and consistent, so should that output be predictable and consistent too. So being intentional with time, energy, all of those things matter in this.
I love that. So cool. Thank you so much. And Jenifer, what's your take on that?
Well, support is one of my favorite things to work with. And I think Melinda says you can call in support. Yeah. And so you can call in invisible support. You can call in physical support. You can dive deep into the support that is within you already. And I know that most coaches and healers and entrepreneurs they started the business to do their purpose work. Like they don't want to be working in a job anymore. And potentially you have worked in a job before, you didn't get out of the gate. Being an entrepreneur, first off, you created a business. Your business is also an extension of you. And you want that business to support you. You don't want it to consume you. And you need to be, like Melinda said, investing in how to run a business too. You have to be, like, part of your experience in being an entrepreneur is knowing every aspect of your business. A really good entrepreneur knows how to do every part of the business, but doesn't do every part of the business. Knows how they want it to happen, knows the performance and the results that want to come through. And your business is this feedback system. It gives you feedback, and you definitely want to have a line item for personal and professional development. But you want to be making sure that you're not overspending on it and you're not underspending on it. So in order to make sure you're doing that, you need to pay attention to your numbers. And our subconscious patterns around money are some of the biggest work that we're ever going to do in our lives. We have to focus on this because there is so many inherited patterns, like Marissa said, that are running the show. And until they're made conscious, We don't know that it's happening. And your business, your numbers, the business reports, looking at things, avoiding things, knowing where you're messy, knowing you're incomplete is all feedback. It's all feedback about you because you're running the business. So I like to help people really get to know themselves through their business, because how you do one thing is how you do everything. So how you're running your life is how you're running your business. And you want to be using that as a feedback loop to create more success for yourself. So for myself, like, oh, I've been running this pattern. I grew up in a horse racing family. Well, to make money, you had to win. Mm-hmm. That is the pattern that I have had to unravel and rewire. And that was running since I was born. I was born into that family. And it happened before because I'm a generationally, I'm lineage gen. So that's a pattern that I've had to work on and become really conscious about. And even stuff can come up still all the time. It's like, oh, am I thinking that way? And I work with a lot of high achievers, and high achievers have, that initiative to like, oh, I've got to be successful. I've got to win. Well, sometimes it can get in your way, but your business, when you're creating a business and you're paying attention to all the aspects of your business, you can really get a lot of feedback on what you need to be paying attention to at that time, because you're always going to be working on uncovering subconscious patterns. Like you're always going to be. It's a lifelong process. But as you do, you start leveling up. And community, people are mirrors. Your coaches and mentors are your mirrors. And I've always had this rule for myself. I always work with the highest frequency people. So I have been blessed to have some amazing teachers, amazing mentors, and I'm still blessed to run into, I always want to hang out with the best people. And communities like this summit is something where you can dive into an interview at your leisure, especially if you get the VIP, because I want to mention the VIP. Mm-hmm. I need a drink of water. This is my second talk for the day. I just had one earlier. And in the VIP, you can digest, you can go into the different speakers and really feel into who you relate to and what it is that you need to work on right now. Because you want to stay focused. You don't want to get overwhelmed. You want to stay focused and work on what is coming up for you right now. So while you're experiencing these interviews, feel what's really resonating for you right now and reach out, because we all have free gifts. And then you can get some more feedback for yourself from these gifts, and you can feel more into the coaches. And lots of us have free 30-minute calls that you can book with us, that you can find on our websites or our Facebook or YouTube channels, and start talking about what's being brought up through these conversations and interviews that we're delivering to you, because that's what you need to work on. And, lots of things stem from money. Money is one of these gifts that has been given to the human race to develop ourselves through, I think.
Mm-hmm. So well said. Yep. Thank you so much. So let's just tell the audience what kind of gifts each one of you has and what's the title of your talk. Again, if you haven't registered and you're watching, please register, because even one interview can change the trajectory of your business. Marissa, we'll start from you. What's the title of your talk? And your talk is going to be live tomorrow.
Yes.
What is the title, and what is the free gift?
Yes, thank you. So the title of my talk is Releasing Patterns of Inconsistency in Income Through Generational Wound Healing. And I am in love with this free gift. It's called the Matriarchal Money Map. It's a pattern breaker's first step So it's this beautifully designed reflective tool that guides women through tracing inherited patterns of money, value, and visibility across 4 generations of the matriarchal line. And you weave with 3 things. Number one, you're discovering the generational patterns running beneath your income inconsistency. Number two, you're tracing it through your matriarchal line across the spectrums of money, voice, and visibility. And then it guides you to become the pattern breaker that your lineage has been waiting for.
So beautiful. Yeah. So
Cool.
definitely tune into Marissa's interview tomorrow and claim the free gift. Thank you so much, Melinda. What is your title of the talk and what is your free gift?
I want Marissa's free gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I am a pattern breaker. So my talk with Irina is called How to Know When to Stay and How to Know When to Pivot. And so there are times that show up in our lives where resistance shows up. And then there's times when a new path, a new opportunity shows up. And I think it's really important to learn how to discern between the two. My free gift is a meditation that has a frequency transformation, and the meditation's called The Truth Beneath the Noise, Returning to Peace. Because we cannot create from chaos, we cannot create from stress and fear, because if we're creating from fear, guess what we're creating more of? More fear. And I don't know, Irina, I have a second gift for those who are watching today. Can
Ooh.
I offer? I know, because it was based on our topic. So, and it was something Jenifer said. So I'm going to do this really, really quick. What I love what Jenifer said is some of our support is invisible. Some of it is that inner knowing. And we've been talking about how the inner world is really one of the biggest challenges for the entrepreneur for really becoming successful. So I love New Thought teachers, and they're all dead and old now. But I have this sitting in my view, and it's an affirmation to call it in. So I want to read it to you. This is my gift, as I'm just giving it to you verbally today. You ready?
Hey, let's
Hey,
do that.
everybody open up, just breathe these words in. It is done.
It is done.
I have the money now. You don't have to repeat. It's in my bank account. I love looking at it. I love spending it. I love saving it. I love investing it. It is done. I have the money now. You can replace money with clients. I have the clients now. It is done. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am wise. It is done. Money flows to me in avalanches of abundance. It is done. I am in a swelled river of wealth. All wealth is flowing to me now. All clients are flowing to me now. It is done. It is done. It is done. That's my second gift.
Oh my God. And so it is. And I was like feeling the goosebumps all the time.
Right?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
so juicy. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Thanks for that wonderful gift. See, that's what it's taken to show up. And right now there are 8 people watching us, and 8 is the number of money and the number of the infinite. So we are all claiming that energy right away. Beautiful. Okay, Dr. Heather,
Alrighty.
what is your title of the talk and what is your free gift?
So my title is The CEO Advantage: How Authentic Connection Leads to Client Attraction Success. And for my free gift, I have a guide that has 7 secrets to more business and life harmony success. And when you opt into that free guide, you get the guide right away. And then I have an awesome 7 more secrets that come to you over a following week period. So you definitely want to get that. I'm super excited.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. And how about you, Jenifer? What is your title of the talk and what is your free gift?
I love these comments that are coming up. It is done. And amen. So be it. Thank you, Melinda. That was great. Hidden financial pressure is my talk, and it's why entrepreneurs feel stuck even though you're working hard. And what my free gift is it's an assessment tool. It's like a quiz. It's 1 minute. It's called the Get Current Assessment, and it helps you to see where your pressure is. If you have no pressure around money, if you have mild pressure, you're building pressure. high pressure or survival mode. And it's the feedback. It gives you information, helps you become more aware. Because I really believe in no such thing as fixing. There's no such thing as fixing. It's all about noticing and becoming more aware of where you're at right now in the present moment. Like, what are you experiencing right now? And when you can get that awareness, you can do something about it. You can, the right coach will appear. The person will show up to help you. But first you have to be aware of it, and then be willing and open to receive the support for it.
So beautiful. And Susan, thanks for showing up. Or you could have joined our panel today. Well, it's such a great time together. Thank you again, everybody, for showing up. And I just want to wrap up by saying that support comes in many forms. Sometimes we think that support means hiring a coach, but support can also be the community, mastermind groups, collaborations, referrals, accountability partners, friendships. There are many ways to be supported, and many online coaches and healers seek support only when something goes wrong. What if support became part of the process instead? So that's the thought that I would love to wrap up tonight, our today's conversation. And just think, do you actually have the support, and who you can reach out to have more support? Because again, we can do so much better together. We are thriving together. We are never meant to do this work alone. Register for the summit if you haven't registered, because more interviews are coming. Marissa's talk coming tomorrow, and at some point you'll receive again the access to all interviews. But in order to know that information, you got to join the summit. All right, thank you so much, everyone. Love you lots, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Tomorrow is our final live for this summit. All right, take care. Bye.